This is what $500 of a beauty product looks like. I did a lot of shopping during the Sephora Savings Event. The only way for me to justify it is if I do an in-depth haul with you. So I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I have a lot of things to share. I also am wearing a lot of the new items as well. I've already used them, tried out. I will give you my first impression thoughts as well. Before we begin, here is a really quick up close of the makeup. No particular order. I'm just going to pick whatever's on top and then we're just going to go through them. The very first, ew, is it leaking? Okay, the very first item is this Merit Great Skin Double Cleanse Face Wash. I'm not gonna lie, the color looks a little suspicious. It claims to take off your makeup. I don't really know if it takes off my makeup. I used it a couple times this week and you're supposed to shake it so it mixes. And then the pump is more of like a foam pump. Typically, I use my micellar water first and then I'll use 2 cleansers. So I use this one kind of like in between after my micellar water, but before a traditional cleanser. And so far, it's been doing good. I can't say that it's great yet, but this is what I'll be using for like the next month or so until I'm done with it. Along the same line of skincare, I got this Beauty of Joseon Green Plum Refreshing Cleanser. It is a gel cleanser. It does claim to be very gentle, so you can use it morning and night. I only use it at night. I don't wash my face in the mornings just because my skin is so dry. It's $13 on Sephora and it's also $13 on Amazon, so not super expensive, but very affordable Korean skincare. And then the next item is this EADEM Milk Marvel. It's supposed to be a dark spot serum. It has niacinamide and vitamin C. I have a lot of acne breakouts right now, and I also have a lot of scarring as well. And this right here is supposed to help with fading the dark spots. The only thing I know about EADEM, I feel like they are a very new brand to me. I've been seeing their lippies everywhere, but I didn't know that they had skincare. I'm gonna keep on using it and then I'm going to do like a photo diary just to see if it's actually helping. Okay, hold on, I need a little coffee break. This is just a normal brown sugar shaken espresso. That's my ultimate go-to, especially when I need a little pick-me-up or boost. From Mcgrath, this is their Longwear Blurring Setting Spray. I do think it's very blurring. I've been using this setting spray with the iconic London Underglow Blurring Primer. And you can't tell because I do have some acne pits kind of right here. And of course, like you still see it. But between these 2 products together, it actually does blur out my skin pretty well without making it look dry, matte, or cakey. The mist itself is really fine. Like, I just love how fine that mist is. So this, I love. It's been working really well for me. Up close of what the product looks like. I do feel like their makeup is really good. I've also used their foundation before as well, and it's super lightweight. There's just something very luxurious about Mcgrath. I kind of spoke on this already, but this is the iconic London Underglow Blurring Primer. Now, I will say it does smell. It kind of has like a paint smell. So that's super unfortunate if you have very sensitive skin or you're sensitive to smell. I typically am, but my skin has not been reacting to it. So that's the good part. But it's really interesting because it's glowy, but it's also blurring at the same time. So kind of like the best of both worlds coming together. I do enjoy it a lot. I just don't like the smell. But overall, I do think that it's worth the hype. The product itself is really good. I feel like the most talked about foundation is the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam foundation, and I got it. This one is supposed to be hydrating, blurring, and Longwear Radiant Serum Foundation. I got the shade N4. I don't know if that's my true shade, but I got N4 just because I am a little bit lighter, more pale for like the colder winter seasons. This is what it looks like. The packaging is actually really pretty. It reminds me of something. I just can't recall what it reminds me of. And I also got the concealer to go with it too. So this one is in N4. This one is in N3. A little bit of olive, a little warm, but overall, I think the match looks really good. Now, I will say it does get a little cakey, and that might just be like a user error. Underneath my eyes, you do see a little bit more creasing. I typically wear the Haus Labs foundation and concealer combo. It does everything that it claims to. I just haven't worn it enough to know like 100% I'm gonna keep buying this. Probably leaning more towards like going back to Haus Labs. And just to give you like a 101 on my skin, I do have a really dry, dehydrated skin. I'm eczema prone, I'm acne prone. My skin is very sensitive. It's really important that when I try new makeup, I buy new skincare, I'm not reacting to it. And it's also something that's very hydrating as well. I typically go for more of like a glowy natural look versus a matte, just because my skin is so dry already. I don't want it to look very cakey. Moving on, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I got the shade 1 in Fair. And I usually buy the minis, but honestly, I've been repurchasing them so often. So I just decided to get the very large one. I do think it's really worth it. I've never had anything from a YSL Beauty before, and these are just too pretty to pass up. I got the bronzer and also the blush. Bronzer is their All Hours Hyper Bronze, and I got the shade 2. I wanted something a little bit lighter, more cool toned for contour, and this is the one that I ultimately chose. The packaging itself is luxurious. Like, the packaging is super chic. I love it. Even when the product is done, I think I'm going to keep it because it just looks like this cute little compact mirror wallet thing. I did a lot of research on what blush color matches me better, and this is what I ultimately chose. I just feel like it's super overwhelming to buy blush. There's a lot of colors, a lot of different finishes, and this one is their shade in 44 Nude Lavalier. This is what it looks like on the inside. And there is a little bit of like a shimmer sheen to it. It's not completely matte, and it's that in between of like a peachy pink. And on my skin tone, I do think that it looks really pretty. I got this Patrick Ta Precision liner, and this is in the shade Burgundy. I don't like it, and I'm pretty sure I've already made up my mind on it, but that's what it looks like. But it's just a little chunky. It doesn't go on super smooth, and you can see like some spots are a little darker than others. Also, I tried putting it in my waterline just to do something a little bit different other than black, and it kind of looks like my eyes were bleeding. I don't love it, but I've already bought it, I've already used it, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep using it because I do believe in not wasting the product, but I wouldn't repurchase it. And then this is another product I don't know if I'm going to repurchase. It is from Rhode. This is their lip contour. I got the shade Twist. It's more of a warm brown just because I did want something that's going to be a little bit more contour shade. And it is really creamy, so I love that. Like, you can see how creamy that is in comparison. It goes on very smooth. Maybe I'm just not used to using brown lips. Kind of makes me look like a little kid who drank too much chocolate milk. This is a present item. It's for my little sister, and it's the Gisou Honey Infused Lip Oil in the shade Raspberry Swirl. It's going to be a part of her Christmas gift, so I'm not going to open it. Super pretty, extremely lightweight. There is more of that oily feel to it, so if you don't like lip oils, I would say like stay away. I'm literally almost done. I only have these two products left. The first one is the Rare Beauty. This is the Rare Beauty bronzer stick. I got the shade Bright Side just because it is a little bit more light cool toned. So that's what Bright Side looks like. I do have Happy Soul as well, and Happy Soul is more warm and a little bit deeper. So this is kind of what I was going for. And it's also really good for those of you who are starting off with makeup too. So it's just really creamy, super blendable, and you really can't mess it up. So this one is a definite recommendation. And the last item that I got is the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Overnight Eye Serum. I've been using this for the last couple of nights, and I can't 100% say that it's really good yet. It is a lighter blend of retinol, so just be careful if you're using a lot of actives in your skincare routine too, but overall, I mean, I think it's going well. I will give you all an update on what these products are like, if I actually like them, if I would repurchase them again. And if you like beauty content, lifestyle content, fashion content, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow along for more.